Aquarius, it might feel like you're in timeout right now. It might feel like no one sees you, that life is passing you by, or at the very least, there is something that is coming up from childhood or another time in your life where these feelings rang true. And I feel like there's something about reclaiming this unseen part of yourself. And it does really feel like to me the universe, the divine, God, source, whatever it is that you name this, isn't trying to punish you, but it does feel like you need to sit in something. You're being asked to introspect, to reflect. I did pull a couple of animal cards here. We will get into the tarot in just a moment. But before we dive into all of that, I just have a little bit of housekeeping. I so appreciate all of the support that you give this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you've been following around for some time and have not done so already, I really encourage you to hit that subscribe and bell notification. That way you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. For those of you who feel so called and have the means to do so, I do also have a coffee where you can make a monthly or one-time donation. All of the links are in the description of this video, as well as a link for my website where you can book a personal reading or distance Reiki session if you're ready for that deep dive. Now, if you do want to get an astrology chart reading and you're watching this before October 14th, you can still get 34% off using the code ECLIPSE on an astrology chart reading. And again, that goes through October 14th. So snag that while you can. Anyways, Aquarius, I really did get the sense of like feeling invisible with you. And I was really curious to see what animal card would come through first. And I actually got the cosmic egg. And this is one of the most spiritual cards, if not the most spiritual card in the entire animal spirit deck. This actually corresponds to the crown chakra. So maybe there is something about your perception expanding or your consciousness expanding right now. But it really does feel like when this card comes up, it literally can feel like just this journey and kind of going through this spiral, feeling like you're repeating patterns, but there is a growth and there are flashes of meaning. There are these moments of interconnectedness. And so if you're feeling really disconnected right now, Aquarius, don't be afraid to sit with yourself. I don't feel like now's the time to distract yourself, to be perfectly honest. It is time to really just unfold and loosen into whatever experience you're having. And I think a lot of the time people are afraid to do this, especially if you're someone who kind of subscribes to like law of attraction or some sort of perspective that is similar to that, where if I'm focusing negatively on something, doesn't that mean I'm attracting more negative experiences, or doesn't that cause me to kind of go down a negative spiral? I don't think you're spiraling. I don't think that's going to cause a spiral. If anything, maybe some of you are stuck in a spiral right now. So it could be this kind of pattern that you are finding yourself in. And I feel like, Aquarius, you're breaking the pattern. Especially patterns of feeling alone or isolated. Because as much as it might feel like this is happening to you, I think it's really important for you to sit with the possibility that maybe some of your patterns, some of your beliefs are informing you and making you act in ways that might not be serving you, or might actively kind of be contributing to this stuck feeling in your life. And the cosmic egg is really asking you to just open yourself up. So really, really big energy here. And I do actually have the oyster card as well. This is very often about opening yourself up to the gifts that are inside of you, the gifts in the moments, in the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, even if it doesn't feel like those are very obvious right away. I really do feel like, Aquarius, you have a profound gift that you're meant to share with the world, but a lot of you feel like you're just not being recognized for it for some reason. And it's not that you don't have it. You really, really do, whether this is a creative gift, whether it's a spiritual gift, whether it's something technical. It doesn't really matter, Aquarius. I'm just getting this theme of feeling like you've not been recognized, but there's something here where you're kind of shifting something subconsciously, energetically, and that's going to help you really get the recognition that you deserve and find the sense of worth and value in yourself. And I feel like that comes from a very spiritual place. So curious to see what the tarot is going to clarify here. And as I'm shuffling, I just want to give my friendly reminders that these are general readings here on this channel. Not every single message is necessarily meant for you. It's up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what applies to your own life and what should be left behind for somebody else. Maybe some of these messages are actually reaching you to be shared with somebody else as well. So if it feels like there's somebody in your life who could benefit from this reading, please feel free to share that as well. And again, that does also help this channel grow. Interesting. Wow. So the first card I came out was really interesting. I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Wands in reverse. Some of you might feel burned. Maybe you were doing a lot of work. There was a lack of collaboration in situations where that was necessary. I almost get the sense too that for some of you, the way this is actually manifested is that somebody stole your work. Someone took maybe your ideas or took kind of took the work that you did and they took an achievement from you. And that might be part of this like belief system, this sort of downward spiral. Why does everybody else get recognized but me? And this might go back all the way to childhood. This might be kind of a recurring theme in your life where you feel like, why is it this person that's getting the praise, that's getting the recognition? And for some of you, this could quite literally be someone stole your work or plagiarized something, took an idea from you. But I still feel like there is something that you are meant to share with the world, which is interesting because I think some of you, maybe subconsciously, you have this thing where it's like, well, someone's already done it, so I can't do it too. Like, that's already been done. And you have a unique voice, you have a unique gift, you have a unique perspective. And ultimately, I really believe the thing we're giving people in life is our presence. It's our energy. Especially if you are doing like an intuitive work, I really feel like there's often just an energetic exchange more than any of the messages that come through. You watching this video, it's causing some kind of shift. It's opening some potential for a change, for seeing things from a different perspective. There is a transfer that's going on here. And similar for you, you are meant to share your energy with others. Maybe you need to find that gift, find that pearl, that light inside of you. I do feel like for some of you with the Five of Pentacles, again, there is this feeling of being left out in the cold. Maybe there is a financial struggle or just feeling insecure, unstable, and feeling like you can't ask for help. But what's interesting is that I also got this with the Lovers. So for some of you, maybe quite literally, there is a person, maybe a romantic interest or partner who is supporting you in a time of hardship. Maybe you're going through hardship together. That could also be the case for some of you. But honestly, what I really get from this combination, what I'm really intuiting for you, Aquarius, is you need to be more vulnerable. You know, these lovers are naked, they're exposed. Letting yourself be seen, letting yourself ask for help and support, I feel like that's something that's important right now too. Because if you're not letting yourself get your needs met, then what is that going to be reflected back to you in your life? It means you're not going to get support. You're not going to be seen. So this is also part of you being seen, and maybe not feeling seen is, honestly, I feel like some of you aren't asking for the support. You aren't voicing your needs. And maybe this comes from a place of shame or pride, which honestly, in my opinion, we use the word pride when we actually mean shame. Because our ego is wounded, it's vulnerable. It's like admitting defeat. I have the Seven of Cups with the Six of Cups. Some of you are reconnecting with an old dream, or maybe you're seeing some sort of dream or goal or vision in a different way now. You might be brainstorming, but I feel like it's important for you to come back to the past a little bit, to come back to the heart of things. I feel like you need to reconnect with a younger version of yourself where things felt more possible for you, and maybe even pinpoint the moments, the chapters that might have made you feel more limited, more stuck. Because most children, especially the younger and younger you get, they don't have a sense of limitation. There's not a sense of censorship. They're not going to not draw or sing because they don't think they're good enough. They just do those things because they're fun, because there's something connective in that process. There's a playfulness there. And I feel like some of you need to get back into that energy as well. I feel like you're really hard on yourself. What else do we have? We have the moon. The moon and the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're connecting with things, you're connecting dots you haven't before. Because the moon can be all about the subconscious, fears. Sometimes there's intuition here as well. And it's almost like learning to discern what is fear from intuition, or what is wishful thinking from intuition. I think some of you need to pay attention to signs more and synchronicities. And honestly, you can even just do that by asking your guides, asking your ancestors, please send me a sign, please send me signs, and please help me be more aware of them. Even just by setting that intention, that can be a way to make yourself more aware of synchronicity. Because I do feel like the universe is trying to support you. It's trying to give you messages. And even right now, for those of you who are meant to hear this, it's important that you know your worth. It really feels like, no, this is serious. Like, you need to see yourself as worthy. And even if you think you're doing that, I think subconsciously, a lot of you still have these limiting beliefs. Or maybe you have conditions around what it means to be successful. Maybe it's wrong to have abundance, or to have certain kinds of success, or certain kinds of relationships. What desires have you made wrong? Because I feel like that's going to be kind of key in unlocking yourself. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. A revival, a resurrection. I feel like you're picking up some pieces here. You're reconnecting with your heart with the Knight of Cups. Maybe some of you are recovering from a breakup or a sense of betrayal. And I forget the term for this. It's like a negative relationship pattern or something like that, where basically we limit ourselves in order to be acceptable to the people around us. And I feel like you made some part of who you are or who you want to be unacceptable. Maybe for the approval or agreement or harmony with others. But that's not really harmony. It's causing a state of disharmony, actually, in you. I feel like for some of you, there's like an ex, maybe it's a family member, a parent, who isn't necessarily even in your life anymore, but you've internalized some sort of dynamic. And if that's connecting, definitely comment down below who this person is, because I feel like maybe someone just said nasty things about you, and on some level you believed it. And I don't even feel like that person's in your life anymore, is the funny thing. And so I feel like right now, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Cups, you're realizing that there could still be patterns that are playing out, even if there isn't a specific relationship or dynamic in your life anymore, which I hope is the case. And maybe some of you are still in these relationships. You're recognizing they do not work for you. And I mean, these are timeless readings. And some of you are going to be in different places in this sort of journey that we're describing here. Where's all of this going for Aquarius, the High Priestess? Yeah, coming back to your soul, coming back to your spirit, your intuition. Your soul already knows your worth, even if you don't feel that subconsciously, consciously. You're doubting your intuition, and it's time to really reconnect with your spirit. What else do we have for Aquarius at this time? We have the Magician. Interesting that we have a pair. The Magician and the High Priestess. Magician is all about bringing things together, creating something. I feel like you need to go inside of yourself. I'm almost getting like womb. Getting to this source of creation within you. And then pulling from that, drawing from that. But it's like you can't force the thing you're trying to create right now. It has to come from a place of alignment. You have to realign with your desires. And I think you're in the process of doing this. Any other messages for Aquarius right now? We have Temperance. Yep, this is all about healing. It's all about coming into balance, divine timing. I'm hearing the message that some of you haven't found the success that you are destined for or meant for. Because if you received it before, you wouldn't have felt worthy of it. And maybe some of you already have, actually. And it's just about allowing yourself to see the things you've achieved, to be proud of yourself. But I do feel like there's some very deep healing that's going on here. Anything else for Aquarius? I really just want to stress, whatever spiritual practice you have, it's important to commit to that and maybe even engage in it a little bit more, whether that's meditation, some kind of body work modality, something somatic, maybe it's even some sort of creative practice, whatever it is that helps you reconnect with your soul. I feel like it's important that you give yourself even more time to do that than usual. And I mean, we do have Pluto going direct in your sign on Monday, October 13th, at least at the time of this recording. So, I mean, Pluto is going to be in your sign for the next 20 years. So regardless of when you're watching this Aquarius, there's a very good chance that Pluto is still in your sign and maybe even touching on your Aquarius sun, rising, moon, or whatever Aquarius placements you have. There is a death, there is a rebirth, there is a shedding. You are letting go of an old version of yourself that is ultimately sacrificing what you really want. And maybe there's even some kind of sabotage. And sorry if my cat is distracting here. Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? Oh, are you feeling ignored? Mama's feeling kind of ignored and invisible too. So I feel like I should actually go love on her. And I think those are all the messages I have for you, Aquarius. I really do feel like that's everything. I do hope that this was helpful. Definitely be sure to hit like and subscribe if this gave you some things to think about. Comment down below what it is that came up for you. And I mean, if you've watched all the way to the end here, just give a little like light emoji or like cosmic egg emoji. I mean, I guess like an egg. What is incubating for you right now? Really connect to that. Claim your innate value and worth, the potential that is inside of you. And I will see you all in the next video. You can find all of my links in the description of this video to find personal readings, distance Reiki sessions, all of my social media accounts, as well as links for donations for those of you who feel so called. And I will see you next time. Take care.